welcome back. I just got a notice saying that due to copyright, I'm not allowed to have Simple and Clean being played in the background. So instead, I decided to change it to the song Sanctuary. I know some of you do like Simple and Clean more than Sanctuary, but I have to do what I gotta do. It's in order to avoid all this copyright thing. So since most of you don't know what Sanctuary is, I'm just gonna keep quiet and let the song take over. So
Is any of this
yeah,
for real?
yeah. See you when the song's over. And we're back. Yeah. So, how did you think about the song? Oh, yeah. I haven't made any video with Toby the song. But anyway, back to what I have to say here. Okay. So as you know, I'm trying to get free trophies at once. The only way to do that is to play on beginner. But there's still more things that I need to do first in order to get this over with. Now, of course, I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. So don't be mad if I end up passing stuff that I could have gotten. Now, in all fairness, if you're playing this normally, you could totally, the whole situation is to get those free trophies. That's the main deal in this particular playthrough. But first, we have to choose between the sword, shield, and mage. And I'm about to do something I've never thought I would ever do again. I'm going to pick the shield. Yeah, that's right. I'm picking the shield. Now, for those you wondering, the shield? Why the hell would you pick the shield? Well, okay. Well, besides the fact that I'm basically going to be like boss for boss unless I'm trapped, I'm not going to be doing that much actual level grinding here. So the whole point of having the shield is so that way I have more defense. But there's more to it than just that, and did I just get rid of the staff? Okay then. Well, our magic's gonna be weak then. But anyway, back to why I chose the shield. You see, the reason why I chose the shield is because some of the things that we need before we even take on the final boss, we won't be able to get it if we chose any of the other things, especially at the speed I'm going at. Yeah. Now, I am such an idiot because because I'm too stupid because I wanted to see these cutscenes in HD. I thought, oh, the counter doesn't go while the cutscenes are going. They do. So if you're going for the Speedster trophy, and you really do the exploration thing, and you want to shave off like close to 3 hours of time would have been wasted looking at cutscenes. It's not advised to watch the cutscenes. Even like I said, there's a total of 3 hours total of cutscenes. That you could or could not see. And I don't know what some of the extra cutscenes if you decide to like try doing the optional bosses before you go face the final boss. Don't worry, I have about 5 hours. I'm sure the final boss won't take that long. Well, this is where it gets interesting because I sort of set this up this way of how you can get the 15 hours thing. The one thing you should know is that between Destiny Island and the second time you visit Traverse Town, don't forget, I'm going in major spoiler territory here. So if you haven't played this game, fucking play this game. Unless you want to see the other LP that I have, where you get to see basically seen on a very low def camera. That wasn't even mine. That's if you want to. But even then, I spoil shit. So the best suggestion is to play it yourself, or yeah, just play it yourself. That's the best recommendation I can ever give, and not regret that recommendation. Although, for the love of all that it is, don't harp on Destiny Island. Just stop. The only thing you should harp at is the use of the triangle button or something like that. Like something just very trivial that will not hinder saying, no, I enjoyed playing this game. Okay. Otherwise, you are going to have a very bad time. Anyway. Oh god, I'm getting so out of track. Anyway, certain things I wanted to get was guard, which to be honest, even if I chose like even if I choose like the sword, because I usually like choosing the sword. My friend saw the south end, he likes choosing the staff. But not that many people actually choose the shield, actually. But the shield's actually very helpful when you want to get certain ability like scan, guard, second chance. And it's those type of abilities beforehand. And so you won't have to worry about it. Right, especially for something like this. And the shield's actually very helpful in Final Makes Proud, where you literally get your ass kicked, and it's very useful for that playthrough to have the shield and get rid of the sword. Now I know what you're thinking. Get rid of the fucking sword? Are you kidding me? But it actually is pretty helpful because in Final Makes Proud, your magics and especially your summons get very enhanced. So the fact that you still kept the staff and the staff gives you that extra magic boost, it's really helpful. That. Now also this choice of these 3 questions. Now I chose not so much the easier one per se. The easier one is where you choose all of the bottom parts, like the last, like on the row of 3, you choose the third option. And it says your row will begin at night. Because and that's not only helpful. I think the best way to explain it is that it's helpful if you want to get the trophy. I think think it's stopping the level counter or something like that, or something along those lines of that particular title. I'm not sure. Sure. To get that trophy where you end up at level 100, because that's really helpful. And add that with playing on Final Mix Beginner, where I'll show you after this battle, and once we actually can indeed save, because I'm gonna be saving. It's okay to save even if you're trying to go for the Speedster trophy. But you know, I'm just gonna be jumping back and forth beyond this because it's a lot of things I want to mention. But the Speedster trophy itself, the way I've set it up is between when you start the game and Traverse Town's second visit after you beat opposite armor. That should be about 5 hours. Then from there to back to your third visit of Traverse Town after going from Neverland, that's another 5 hours. And then everything else will make the 5 hours. Now, as you clearly see here, you're probably wondering, well, power-ups, defensive, AP up? Where the fuck did these things come from? Well, that's one of the interesting perks about being in Final Mix Beginner. You get all these extra perks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Final Mix Beginner, why the fuck would I play that? Well, a lot of benefits come from that. One of the main things that I try doing through this playthrough is to get all of the noticeable trophies, like all of them, except for the other 2 difficulty trophies, because for those who have yet to figure it out, or for those who have figured it out, and hopefully you have told others about this, especially if they want to get this platinum trophy, like me, this is actually one of the few games where I'm willing to go all the way to get platinum, and that rarely happens. Sometimes it just happens accidentally, like with Sonic Generations or Ratchet and Clank. Just to name the first 2 times I got platinums. But anyway, it just makes it a lot more easier to get stuff done, which I guess that will explain why a lot of the trophies in this game are actually just bronze, because you can play it at a very low difficulty. Sure, the bosses will still be as difficult. In fact, the optional bosses. In fact, what's funny is that the new optional boss that's in Hall Bastion. I'm saying this because I want to say this as my opinion as to why they did what they did. But I think the reason why they nerfed him was because he was so difficult that literally they just want to like give those that finally get to play Primates like a bit of a break. Because it's a very difficult boss. And whoa, did we already defeat Darkseid? Yeah, that shit just happened. And final swing of the Storm Cross shield. And that'll be the last time you ever see me use a shield. This time. So yeah. But as far but if you don't back to the getting the Speedster trophy. You see, I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth a lot. But it comes with the territory. Sorry. I apologize, especially if this is your first time watching me. I'm so sorry, but it just happens this way. But back to the Speedster trophy. If you don't want to follow the 555 benefit thing, then just remember this: the final battle, you should save about an hour and a half of that, at least on the final clock. So like save the time says like 12 hours and 45 minutes. You have been playing that game for that long. You have 45 minutes to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and immediately go to that final boss. Straight out. Now I looked up on GameFAQs because I'm still in GameFAQs and I'm giving advice and all that. But oh my gosh, look at that beautiness. But apparently, and I know the clock ends up resetting after it gets to the 100th hour. But apparently the trophy trophy ends up
No, this
resetting,
huge black
setting
thing
itself.
swallowed me. I couldn't
So
breathe, I
technically, you could wait until you reach that 1 hour mark. If for
dreaming?
some reason
It
you left your
wasn't a
PS3 on, who the fuck leaves their
Or was
PS3 on all day and night? Not this guy. Oh wait, I haven't
What
done that
was
before.
that place?
Wow, I've done that with all my systems multiple times.
Sure.
And if I ever get a PlayStation 4, right when
What was
I
your
don't know,
hometown like?
I don't
where
know,
you grew up?
fucking get to actually
told
do
you
a digital
before.
download of a Kingdom
don't
Hearts game
remember.
for once. Yeah, I still
Nothing
remember
at
you
all?
can't digitally download Birth
Nothing.
by Sleep
You ever
on
wanna
my
go back?
PSP. Sure, I have a digital,
I'm
sure I have a physical copy of the game because I bought the PSP bundle
But you know,
that came with the game, and that's
wouldn't
something I
mind
will
to
never
see it.
regret buying ever
I'd like to see it too.
at a GameStop.
Along
But
with
seriously,
any other worlds out there. I
what
wanna
the
see 'em
fuck,
all.
Square Enix? What the fuck?
So what are we waiting for?
Hey.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh
Aren't
gosh,
you guys
the
forgetting about
freaking
me?
graphics.
So,
Graphics.
I guess I'm the
That's a
only
really
one
good
working on
opportunity
the
to talk
wrap.
about that since I,
Ah.
since all I am is
You're
just
just
looking at the
lazy as he
cutscenes, but
is.
not exactly wanting to listen to them.
So you noticed.
The reason why I say this is because the original audio is there.
I'll race you.
So the original audio is
What?
still
Are
in
you
standard
kidding?
def. Yeah.
Ready?
And I don't know if you can tell the difference between HD graphics and standard def volume audio. I don't know, and I really don't care at all. But whoa, look at that. Final Mix. Yep. I still have my copy of Final Mix for the PS2 too. Which originally I was like, yeah, I'm gonna totally do a play for that and totally buy it my way, but all of a sudden the HD comes and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just do this then. Okay, be in Destiny Islands. This should be a cakewalk since I know where everything is. Yeah, I don't have to talk to Kyrie. No, I'm gonna go get my logs and rope, cloth. No, Sora, we're not getting fish. We're getting fish tomorrow. Oh. Let's see, what else is there? There isn't really that much to say right now. Mainly just trying to focus on trying to get stuff done for right now. God, I'm totally blanking out and shit. Fuck. Anyway, trying to do this as fast as I can here. Yeah. I never tried attempting speedrunning at all. I think the only time I've ever speedrun through anything was most of the Nickelodeon games I've had, which that doesn't really count since they were basically made to be done in a day. In a day or less. Games like this, like an RPG, really? You can get it done in under 5 hours? Holy shit. Amazing. But yeah, this is Destiny Islands Day 1. Not too much to say here. Now that I think about it, I should probably talk about how these particular episodes are set up. I have it set up to where I have it set to where I have about 13 episodes.
Kyrie's
Or at
home
least
is out
that's
there
how I
somewhere,
want it
right?
to be.
Could
That's how
be.
I wanted to set it up, kind of.
We'll never know by staying here.
With the
But
final
how
battle
far
being
could a
its own
rat take
episode.
us?
So just
Who
like
knows?
last time.
If we have to, we'll think of something else.
So, suppose you
Another
went to
thing that I
another
want
world.
to mention
What would you
that
do there?
was out of all the trophies that you could
Well,
be getting,
I haven't really thought about it.
basically just doing a regular
just-
regular
I've
playthrough.
always wondered why we're here on this island.
The most amount of trophies
If
you
there
would
are any
get
other worlds
just
out there.
automatically would
Why
be
did we end up on this one?
would basically be among the 8
And
be about
suppose
because
there are
there's a
other
total of
worlds.
8 story related trophies, so no matter what, you're always gonna get a trophy, I think.
Then ours is just
Yep.
a little piece
There's
of
always the
something
difficulty
much
trophies, you
greater.
can add that to there.
So
There are
we
a
could've
total of
just
2
as
optional
easily
story
ended up
related
somewhere
trophies
else,
that's
right?
really
I don't know.
because
Exactly.
one thing that
That's why we need to go out there and
after doing a
find
little
out.
bit of research before I actually started playing this
Just
for
sitting
the
here
first
won't
time,
change a thing.
only a lot
It's the
more
same old
faster
stuff.
and a lot more
So
cunning
let's
as to
go.
what I want to do.
You've been thinking a lot.
Was
lately.
apparently there's
Haven't
options
you?
to skip worlds.
Thanks to you.
Now,
If
out of
you
all my
hadn't come
playthroughs,
here,
I've never
I
wanted
probably
to
would've
skip any
never
worlds.
thought of
Plus, I
any of
wanted to
this.
do as much as I can
Carrie,
before I beat the
thanks.
game, which led me to have
You're welcome.
hours upon hours of anything involving RPGs, of any nature.
Sora!
That's just how I do. But what's interesting
You
is
wanted
that
one,
I didn't
didn't you?
realize that there were actually
Palpoo.
about 2 worlds.
If two people share one,
Worlds.
their destinies become intertwined. They'll remain a part of each other's
well,
lives.
Technically
no matter
3,
what.
but still. So 2 technical
on, I
worlds
know
that
you
you
wanna
that
try
you go
it.
to
What
for
are you
dumb shit. Sure, Winnie the Pooh is technically a world, but if you don't realize you can go there and realizing that in order to get some of the last torrent pages, like one's on a bookshelf of Halloween Town, and the other one you have to save 55 puppies, I think, or something along those lines. Like over half the puppy population in order to get the last torrent page. So if you didn't know that, then you wouldn't be able to actually go and seal that world. But then it's also an optional world. Well, but the thing is, later on, there's a total of like 2 different paths you can go. Like, which no matter what, you always end up being of course. But after Monstro, you can decide to either go past Monstro or take the other route. Depending on where Monstro is spawned, either Monstro will be on the top of the row of rewards you can go to using the Gummy ship, or it'll be on the bottom. If it's on the top, then past that will be Halloween Town. If it's on the bottom, past that will be Atlantica. Only one of those worlds you have to technically go to, and then you can go off to Neverland, which I'm gonna lay it off to you a little bit. Out of all the times I've played it, I did not know that it is possible to miss Captain Hook's ship. Out of all the times that I've played it, it's always popped up. The only thing that has ever eluded me has been Monstro. Which, that's interesting. See, now that I think about it. Like literally, the first Kingdom Hearts game has worlds that literally could not be there if you go there. When you get down to it. The first is Monstro, because sometimes it will appear there during your first time trying to go there, and sometimes it won't. That's interesting.
Good morning.
And then there's Neverland, which I never knew that it could do something like that. And that's only the first Kingdom Hearts game. Then the second Kingdom Hearts game, there's never a world like that. There's never a world that's like, oh, I guess it's not here now. Now we better go back. Like, alright. And that's only if, like, and I don't mean in a sense where, oh, it's I can see it, but it's blocked off. Well, it looks like we're not going to be going to Twilight Town anytime soon. Let's head back over to Land of Dragons. Maybe there's something going on there. No, nothing like that. Like, not on the same level as with Monstro or freaking Neverland. That is interesting to me. Which I gotta say, this is actually one of the biggest reasons why Kingdom Hearts 1 is probably a big favorite. Because of how much anything can go down and it can be completely unexpected. Plus, there's a whole mess of treasure chests that you could literally skip over and Jiminy would not give a fuck. Meanwhile, in Kingdom Hearts 2 and any other game that ooh, we're collecting fish today. Like that, it's like, hey, not to be the bearer of bad news, Sora, but you're missing a treasure chest here in the Pride Lands. Now, I'm not telling you should complete my journal, but if you want to get that secret ending, you better complete that. And that was something I fucking complained about in Kingdom Hearts 2. There was a lot of shit you had to complete in Jiminy's journal. A lot. So that was like the only game where literally I did not want to play in beginner because I could not get the final ending, and I could not get the final ending no matter what. Nor can you get it from Final Mix, so you won't be seeing that extra cutscene on there. But at least with Proud Mode, you just have to beat the game. Although I did look up the specs for Proud Mode. It turns out you have to seal every single world, which means you have to seal up Olympus Coliseum, that optional tournament world. You have to seal any world that you skip, whether it be Holloway Town or Atlantica, and you have to seal the 100-acre wood. It has to be like that. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Who's there?
I've come to see the door to this.
That would be the only thing I have to do.
This world.
So I'm pretty satisfied on that,
Well,
for sure.
what are you talking about?
And what's interesting about this cutscene, not to derail my Kingdom Hearts discussion into something that's going on Kingdom Hearts related, but out of all the times I played it, when playing HD, I finally noticed this coat. Like the dude in this weird ass coat.
So you're from another world.
Who, if you know, is basically Xehanort time traveling his fucking way through time and space.
You understand?
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Well, you'll see.
Damn it.
I'm gonna get
speaking
out
of time
and
travel,
learn what's out there.
like that whole twist about, oh, he's been time traveling this whole time. That's how he's been able to get his vessels.
Nothing can understand.
Shit.
Nothing.
Okay. Like, I'm fine with time travel stories. I mean, I've fucking seen The Time Traveler's Wife. Good movie. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone to see it, but it's a really good movie. It's even a better book. The book is. There's no point trying to compare the movie to the book because you're just like, okay, a lot of shit was cut out, but still. So, as a movie, the standalone movie, it was actually not that bad. God, I actually did enjoy myself watching it with my grandmother. She has that movie on DVD. Anyway, right. Never noticed the hood guy until the HD question. Like, sure, I played this multiple times on the PS2, both on normal and on expert, mostly on expert, because fuck trying to do everything. Just prove that I can beat all your shit up. Yeah, that's just how I do. But even then also hearing that just the final mix, its difficulty is just a bit harder than the expert difficulty. So, God, what am I gonna name this? Oh, I got it. I'm gonna name it Speedster. Yeah, I'm gonna name it Speedster after the Speedster trophy. Yeah. Talk about subliminal. I don't even know what I'm trying to do, but it sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna name it Speedster. Because Riku is going down in this race. Because everyone who knows their Kingdom Hearts knows exactly how to win this race. You don't follow Riku, you jump in a fucking lake and run there. And you always go there.
The winner gets to share
that's
a
how
copy
you
with
win.
Kyrie.
Wait a minute.
That's how you beat Riku's ass in this. Whereas in the other one, where doing what to win was to kick his ass. His ass with a wooden sword while he kicked you in the face. Fuck Riku. In this game, that is. Everywhere else, Riku has just mad respects. I would say that he is the Ramundo of the Keyblade Masters, meaning he fucked a lot of shit up. He became evil, and yet through and through, he somehow becomes master. Oh wait, and then Recoded is like Shaolin Chronicles. It's so fucking different that it feels like in retcon shit. Okay, that's being a little bit too harsh to Recoded. I actually did like Recoded, but I will admit not as much as some other ones. I do like 358 for the DS. Now, for the HD cutscenes, ho 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 ho. Oh, I don't want to spoil anything from that because I have a special surprise for that, which will come soon. Soon. Yeah, it will come soon. I don't know when soon. But of course, since we have time here in Destiny Islands, you know, I'm not in a big hurry. I mean, damn it, shit. I'm gonna get that treasure chest. Like hell, I'm gonna miss this little area because I'm not gonna come back here. See, that's the thing I do. If I'm not gonna come back here, I might as well just pick it up. You know, makes sense. You know. But of course, found all the mushrooms. It's pretty interesting and all that. You know, what's funny is that when I originally had this all set up, I was gonna have it set up where it was kind of like a guide to get these free trophies. But during my 5-hour mark, you'll find out where the 5-hour mark is. Don't worry, you'll be chronicling the whole thing. Because I realized that it felt more like a playthrough. Now, for those of you who saw episode 0, the previous episode, and you saw the time in which I did start it, yeah, I pulled an all-nighter doing this. I wanted to play it all night. It was the least likely time. I don't know why that coconut tree didn't want to do shit. And why are coconuts not falling? Seriously, like really? Sure. This annoys the fact that certain coconuts just won't fall. It annoys the fucker out of me. It will annoy anyone who try to speedrun through this shit and try to do it in less than 3 hours. Because according to the records, the fastest time is about 3 hours and 14 seconds. Okay. So in order to get a speedrun like perfect, just like that, and for this whole time I didn't know drinking water was like. There's so many things I fucking didn't know. A lot of things. Like it's real. It's so real. It's awesome. Love it. But what's weird? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 got really damn linear. It's super obvious. Yes. But it did have a couple of challenges that I enjoyed. And then I didn't want to tackle Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix because you just added twice as many stuff I have to do in order to get the super special officer, super coded fudge secret ending. Too much stuff. But I'm not a lazy person.
Let's take the raft and go.
Fucking yeah.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
Huh?
But
Just kidding.
But I may not be that lazy.
You're the one that's changed.
But
Gary.
I do have my limits.
Maybe.
And
You know.
Sure, I will do whatever I can, but there's some things I know I cannot do.
No matter
I'm gonna
where
try
I
and find a
go,
way to go around it.
what I
That's
see.
basically how I solve things.
I know I can always come back here.
I know
Right?
that's gonna be shot down
Yeah,
very
of course.
hard, but I don't
That's
care.
good. Sora, don't ever change. Huh?
Yeah, 11 trophies. You can get
can't wait
close to about
Once we
11
set sail.
trophies
It'll be
just on
great.
your regular playthrough. If you're just going from start to finish and not gonna do any of the optional shit. The closer you do optional wise, well actually no. Once I thought about it, a bit, and then it'll be okay. There's 8 story related trophies. Added to Olympus Coliseum, which you'll get free other trophies on that. That makes it 12. Then add the Atlantica / Halloween town. Hey, I'm finally visiting this world trophy. That makes 13. Winnie the Pooh, that makes 14. 13. And then another trophy. Another trophy would be the difficulty 15. So you can get about like 16 to 17 trophies. From just playing from start to finish.
Oh dear, what could this mean?
Finish.
It means We'll just have to trust the king.
Yeah.
Gorge, I sure hope he's all right.
I wonder. I hate to say this, but even though I like the new addition to Heartless,
Thank you.
some of the recolors I question. Like I question so hard on that.
You be careful now.
Like,
Both of you.
like I get how some of the recolors just make the Heartless like just pop like, hey, you Heartless are not supposed to be in this world. You totally clash in colors.
Cricket's the name.
Why you do that? But
Jiminy
still,
Cricket at your
but the
service.
amount of times I played the original
We
Kingdom Hearts
hope
game,
for your safe
some of
return.
the recolors I
Please,
just can't
help
get
the
with.
king.
They just clash too much. Now I'm not a fashionable guy. I don't really see certain colors that work well with each other. Sure, I've taken a couple of art courses, and maybe took up a hobby of knitting
Gorge,
during my
Jiminy,
early
your
middle
world
school years.
disappeared too.
They were pretty fun times. It was awesome.
Terrible.
I got my
You're
picture in a
terrible.
magazine.
And as
Amazing.
far as I can see,
Loved
I'm the only one who made it to this
But
castle.
seriously, just I get they just did it just for the fuck of it,
I
but
gotcha.
really,
You mean while we're
Ah.
in worlds, we
I
can't
kind of wish there was an
where
option where you
we're
can
from,
switch
huh?
colors between the
We
Heartless.
gotta protect the world border.
I know, it would take a lot more work, and we wouldn't have this basic collection released this year. Jeez. It's almost like when I have to complain about the 358
Guess we'll
cutscenes
need
thing.
new dubs when we
Hey,
get there.
what?
Huh?
I have something to complain about that? That'll be for later. There. But seriously, just... I can't believe I wrote down the stats for between the shield and the sword, because I know it's going to give up the staff. So let me just tell you how my other two players go. Of course, my standard playthrough will be how I always play from start to finish, and see how much I can get done before I'm like, fuck you, I'm not doing this. Because there are a total of 2 very special Heartless in this game that I just hate with a fucking passion. One is understandable. The other one, it's complicated. Okay. And I don't think during this entire recording session I saw them, per se. I really don't think so. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, wait, you're just talking about this cutscene, why are you having them in there? Well, if you remember, I want to see this cutscene in glorious 1080p. And the fact that I'm recording this in 1080p just makes it even more damn awesome. Because a lot of the playthroughs I see, they're in like 720p. Really? This game can be cranked up to 1080p. Why is there no 1080p thing? Especially on some of the other channels that got like thousands upon thousands of subscribers, and yet their quality is like 720p. Okay, is that because of the capture device you're using, where you can only record at 720p and make it and actually make it that smooth, or what? Because I'm using a very crappy capture device, or at least according to internet standards. There's the average HD PVR, which you can only record, but you can never do it live. You have live unless you're doing live stream, which I'm trying to do that, but it's actually a lot more difficult, especially with the CPU outage rate. It's weird. It's weird, and it does not work. And Dexter's mom, I don't know when the fuck we'll ever hear her again. I wonder if she still remembers. Okay, yeah. So we're in the booth to record some of the English dialogue for Kingdom Hearts 3, and we tried contacting the lady who played Dexter's mom. Because we heard that she is Sora's mom.
Where's Kairi? I thought she was with you.
She's
door.
having a hard time trying to
It's open.
remember
What?
that she ever did
Door
something
is
like
open,
this.
Sora.
I mean,
Now we can go to
game
the
with her
outside world.
extensive
What are you
portfolio
talking
record.
about? We gotta find Kyrie.
I can
Kyrie's
tell she
coming with
would
us.
remember that.
Once
Actually,
we
that would be
step through,
funny. It's like,
we
okay,
might
we
not
couldn't
be
get
able
that
to come
tomorrow.
back.
Who do we got?
We may never see
Well,
our
let's
parents again.
see.
There's no turning back.
Let's get her.
But this may be our only
Tara
chance.
Strong?
We
Why?
can't let fear stop us.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of the darkness.
man, she's the closest we can call. Plus, she'll do anything. Okay then. Tara Strong it is.
Riku.
Nah. Man. God, these look amazing. And yes, I know how they went through the whole HD collection thing. Because even though this game came out in 2002, and you're like, wow, they really went above and beyond what normal HD collections will do. I mean, they worked from the ground up. Oh my gosh, it's like they planned everything. Yeah, there was a time where they deleted all of their graphical files they had. Well, most of the graphical files they had for the first Kingdom Hearts game, in the hopes that, oh no, we're gonna have to redo it again. Then in HD, we better get on it. Here. Nah. Sure, Square Enix has made some very questionable decisions, but I'm pretty sure that is not one of them. And no, Shadows, I am not gonna beat the crap out of you. Unless I'm trapped and I can't do shit, like hell am I gonna beat the crap out of you. So bye-bye.
Kyrie.
I got shit to do. We still got time.
Sora.
We've only been here for about an hour. Well, actually, no. We've only been here for like about 30 minutes. It's pretty quick. Wait, really? I spent like 4 fucking hours on Destiny Island. How the fuck did you get done in less than 30 minutes? I knew what I had to do. I knew where everything was. I played this game more times than I can count. In fact, my top 3 games that I have played more times than I realized, and clocked hundreds upon hundreds of hours. To the point that I basically know almost everything from the back of my hand would be, in no particular order, Kingdom Hearts 1, Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube, and Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. In other words, GameCube. I got nothing else to say. God, are you dead yet? Die, damn it. Thank you. And look, we leveled up twice. That's just how we do. Got the raw bean syndrome. It was fat, you know. Give a shout out. Shout out to the Sports, Combo Land. I don't even know what I'm about to say. Yeah, I think there were like a couple scenes where I'm like, really? That's how it went down? Like this particular thing, where Sora goes into the abyss. Like, no! And then for some reason he just stops. Just right there. He's like, no!
Look, a star.
How the hell am I floating? It was weird. Weird. I mean, that was the only thing that looked really weird to me in HD. Just seeing that. Yeah. But I know apparently there's a poll. Like when they were making this HD collection, they were like, should we redo the tracks or should we just keep the original audio there? And the Japanese people have spoken, and they just wanted to keep the original audio there.
Maybe we ought to go find Leon.
Which is fine. But I kind of wish the extra cutscenes that they put in there, which I won't spoil who they mainly focus on, but I will say that it makes sense after playing some of the other Kingdom Hearts games, especially Dream Drop Distance. And that's the biggest thing I'm going to give off so far. Where they could have gotten the dude from One Tree Hill, which I got to meet him, by the way. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
What a dream.
Guy. So that's pretty cool. Well,
This isn't a dream.
just have him on there because he's like the only one whose voice has not changed. I mean, sure, you can't record any of the other tracks involving Sora because Haley Joel Osment's voice sounds very too deep.
Do you
Which-
know where we are?
Which, after rewatching IGPX, I didn't realize he also
Hey.
voiced Takashi. So, just imagine Takashi's voice in Sora's... Takashi's voice in Sora's body. Like, just any Sora. Well, okay, this Sora. Sora, just to pour it on in and... Oh wait, we're starting a new world? Oh my gosh. We're moving into how I set this up. Since each episode is about a world apart. And each time is gonna be a new save area. So during the time I'm saving, it's where I'm gonna go to next episode. It's pure genius! Oh my gosh! That's amazing! Ah! Genius! Yes. Yes. And blah blah blah. Hi Sid. Sid, this is Trevor Town? Yeah. Yeah, it's the world between